advise you that you are to conduct yourselves as if you are in the courtroom with me today. That means that you should not be moving around. If you're driving a vehicle, you need to pull over and find a safe place to address the court. If you are at work, you need to find a quiet place where we can have a conversation. All defendants have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We do have public defenders who are available this morning to represent you. If you qualify, I will allow them to give a general announcement in a few moments regarding how you can qualify for their services if you wish to do so today. We have a number of different calendars this morning, so you'll have to be very patient with the court. We will address everyone before the court session is over. If we also have solicitors here today, if you do not have a private attorney and you do not wish to seek the assistance of a public defender or do not qualify for a public defender, then you'll have the right to speak with a solicitor this morning if you choose to, so that you can obtain an offer in your case. If you wish to accept that offer and enter into a plea, we will do that today. If you do not wish to accept the offer, then you have a right to have either a jury trial or a bench trial. Those will all be held here in the Orca division in the very near future. Good morning, Ms. Gann. How are you today?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Would you mind, Ms. Gant, letting people that wish to utilize the services of the public defender know how they can go about doing that this morning?
Yes, Your Honor. For those appearing on Zoom, if you would like to receive the services or be considered for the services of the Public Defender's Office in the chat feature, please enter your email address and telephone number, and one of the public defenders will reach out to you. Again, I am Wanda Gann, and we have Catrice Helen, who is also on the line. And for those in the courtroom, Mr. PD Frank Gaither is there to assist.
And Mr. Raffoff is also here, I believe. And for those of you that are in the gallery here, if you would like to seek the assistance of a public defender today, we do have the public defenders here in the courtroom with us, and they will be providing you with paperwork to see if you qualify for their services today, okay? Okay, I'm going to start this morning with the Orca B status conference calendar. Position number 1, Mark Alden. Is that your case, Mr. Gaither?
Oh, yeah. Yes, Judge. Is Mr. Alden? Can y'all hear me? Is Mr. Alden on Zoom, or is he present in the courtroom? Mark Alden.
Okay.
Can we have a few moments, at least near the end of the calendar, Judge?
Yes, I'll hold for your announcement on Mr. Alden.
And Your Honor, the state would request a bench warrant if he does not appear by the end of the calendar.
Yes. Good morning, Ms. Riley. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. And so everyone knows, this is Ms. Riley. She's with the solicitor's office. Ms. Gethiatha is here also with the solicitor's office. Is anyone else going to be with you this morning, Ms. Riley?
No, it will just be the two of us, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position number 2, Christopher Bailey.
Good morning, Judge. I just want to let the court know there's 2 Christopher Baileys. There's this one with a K and another one with a C who's on the Orca C status. I just want to let the court know.
Okay, thank you. So is Mr. Christopher with a K Bailey present?
Mr. Bailey, you present in court?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Bailey's present. Mr. Bailey, you're represented by Mr. Gaither. It's my understanding. Do we have an announcement, Mr. Gaither?
Yes, I'll announce pre-trial, Judge.
Okay. And this is Ms. Riley's case, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Position 3, and Mr. Bailey, we will be with you. Thank you, sir. Just hold on the line for us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Position 3, Shamika Barnes.
I'm here, present.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Barnes. I have that Mr. Trejo was her attorney who's representing Ms. Barnes this morning.
I was under the impression, Judge, that would be Miss Allen, Miss Catrice Allen.
I was
I
going to
believe-
say, Judge, yes, Judge, I just absorbed this case from Mr. Trejo. I'd just like an opportunity to speak to Ms. Barnes this morning, but that is the PD's case this morning.
Okay. So
And
Ms.
Your Honor, if
Barnes,
I may, I'm sorry,
yes, go ahead, Ms.
Nancy
Riley.
Riley, if I may put the offer on the record for the state so that Ms. Helen has that when she speaks with Ms. Barnes.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. It's 12 months to serve 2 days. The balance probated, or credit for 2 days, excuse me, balance probated. Family Violence Intervention Program, and she is to have no contact with the victim, Leroy Walton.
Okay, did you get that, Ms. Helen?
I did, Judge.
Okay, very good. So hold on, Ms. Barnes. We'll be with you. Thank you, ma'am.
Mhm.
Position 4, Nancy Barali.
Ms. Burley, you present? If we could give her a moment, Judge, she was gonna appear in person.
Okay, we'll hope for your announcement, Mr. Gaither. Position 5, Leonard Bennett. Mr. Bennett present. This is also your case,
Yeah,
Mr. Gaither.
that's my case, Judge. If we could just hold for Mr. Bennett's arrival.
Okay, we'll hope for announcement. Position 6, Mina Bojonordi.
Same announcement, Judge. If we could just hold for their arrival.
Is Ms. Benoordi present?
Yes,
Okay,
There we go.
very good. Do you have her number or what's your announcement, Mr. Gaither?
Pre-trial, and I do need her phone number. If she could send it to me in the chat directly to Frank Gaither.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you'll put that in the chat to Mr. Gaither, he will be in touch with you, ma'am. Thank you.
thanks.
You're welcome. Position 7, Andre Brown.
Mr. Brown?
Mr. Brown present?
Oh, Judge, he emailed me shortly before you called the calendar meeting the Zoom, so he probably is attempting to log on,
Okay, we'll hold for your announcement.
because I sent him the link.
Position 8, Gerard Ferguson.
And Judge, again, that is my case, Your Honor. I have absorbed that case for Mr. Trejo. If Mr. Ferguson is here, I'd just like an opportunity to speak with him this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, it does not appear that he's present. I'll give you the opportunity to raise him before the end of the calendar, Ms. Helen.
Understood, Judge.
And I just saw a chat. I'm just calling the calendar right now for all of those who are questioning. People are gonna have to speak with you directly this morning to find out what you need to do. So no one should be leaving this Zoom call this morning until they are dismissed by the court, okay? So do not leave until I dismiss you personally, please. Otherwise, a bench warrant will be put out for you. Position number 9, Willie Jackson.
Same announcement,
Present.
Your Honor.
I'm present.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning.
Ms. Helen will be representing you. Do you have his number, Ms. Helen? I take it that you will need to talk to him this morning.
Correct, Judge. I was going to send a direct message to Mr. Jackson, getting his email address and phone number.
Okay, do you already have the offer in the matter?
I do not, Judge. If we can get that solicitor as well as the offer.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Sarita Githiea. How are you?
I'm doing well, Ms. Githier. I hope you are as well.
I am. The offer is 12 months to serve
He was
24 hours, 20 hours of community service, and an alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment.
Okay,
Understood.
all right, so we'll be back with you, Mr. Jackson. Please hold on for us. Position number 10, Justin Johnson.
Good morning, Judge. It's my case. Is Mr. Johnson present?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Okay.
What's your announcement?
I'll announce pre-trial in that case, Judge.
Okay, do you already have the offer in the matter?
I do have an offer.
Okay, so if you'll hold on, Mr. Johnson, we'll have Mr. Gaither speak with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right.
Position number 11, Nikita Kasatkin. Representative.
Good morning, Your Honor. Erica Marshall Story. I jumped on the Zoom for this specific case. The state is requesting a bench warrant if the defendant is not in court.
Okay, and is he represented? Good morning, Ms. Marshall Story.
Good morning, Judge Morrow. He is an attorney and is representing himself.
Okay, do you by chance have his number?
I can see if it's in Odyssey. I don't actually have it, but it may be on some paperwork if he's filed anything.
Given that he's a lawyer, I'm going to give him the opportunity to appear this morning. I will grant you a bench warrant. If he does not appear, we cannot raise him. So let's see if we can get in touch with him this morning. And I'll direct that to both you, Ms. Marshall Story, and to the my clerk today.
Okay.
I'll hold for announcement. Position number 12, Francisco Mojica.
And Your Honor, that is my case. Same announcement. I have absorbed this case from Mr. Trejo. I just like an opportunity to speak to Mr. Francisco if he's present either in court or on the Zoom call.
Is Mr. Mojica present? Oh, okay. Good morning, sir. How are you today? Ms. Helen is right. He's here in court with me, Ms. Helen. So we will get, do you have a phone on you, sir? Yeah, do you have a phone with you today? Do you need an interpreter? Yeah. Okay. It appears that he needs an interpreter, Ms. Helen. I believe that we have an interpreter on the line this morning. I saw Madam Interpreter earlier. Is she still with us?
I'm waving, Your Honor.
Hi, how are you today?
Good morning, I'm well, thank you.
Okay, so.
Judge, I think we could do a phone call. If Mr. Francisco has his phone, I think the interpreter may have her phone too. We can do maybe a joint phone call.
Okay, can we have him come up to the
Señor, puede pasar.
Okay, so go ahead, Madam Interpreter, if you raise your right hand for me. Do you swear affirm that you will translate from Spanish to English and English to Spanish to the best of your ability?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Helen.
Madam Interpreter, can you ask Mr. Francisco for his phone number?
Señor Francisco, por favor, ¿puede darme su número de teléfono?
Okay, es 678
Ajá.
791 6786.
678-791-6786.
Okay, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can you send me your phone on the chat and I will conference this call?
Awesome, thank you so much. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Okay, so let him know that we'll be with him directly.
Señor, el juez hablará con usted directamente en un momento.
Eso está bien.
Voy a llamarlo con la señorita, ¿ok? Por favor, responda a su llamada. Gracias.
And Madam Interpreter, can you let him know when we call, he'll probably have to step out of the courtroom and, you know, we'll still mark him as here, but that he'll have to step out of the courtroom.
Señor, cuando reciba mi llamada, por favor, salga de la sala de tribunal para poder hablar con nosotros. ¿Entendió?
Sí.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Position number 13, Barane Richardson.
Yes, Your Honor, will be null prost, and it's been filed.
Okay, Is Mr. Richardson on the line with us?
It-
Good morning, Judge.
Yeah, it's a Miss Richardson.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Richardson. Okay, yeah. Ma'am, your case has been dismissed. You're free to go this morning. Position number 14, Marcia Rodriguez.
And she's here in the courtroom. We're requesting that case go to a jury trial calendar. And she does not speak English. Could she come up to the podium and
Yes.
we have an interpreter? That's why I want to take advantage of that because she used to bring an interpreter, but she doesn't anymore.
Would you like to speak now before I make the conference call, Your Honor?
Yes, if you don't mind.
No.
She's right here, so.
I need to know if she would come up to my office right now or in a few minutes to go over the discovery. She has not done that, and I have her video statement.
So to your firm office, is that correct?
Public defender's office.
Oh, okay. Señora, están pidiendo que vaya a la
One
oficina.
moment, Madam Interpreter. Do you have an interpreter upstairs? That
Yes.
Someone can talk.
My
speak with
office.
you? Okay, all right.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
sure one's going to be there. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Señora, debe ir usted a la oficina de defensores públicos. Ahí es el señor que acaba de hablar, es un abogado público, para que él pueda revisar con usted el pliego de pruebas en su caso. Habrá un intérprete en la oficina. ¿Me entiende?
Okay.
Ok, vaya con él.
Okay.
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 Thank you.
Your Honor, the state is withdrawing its offer, and if the defendant decides to plead prior to trial, it would be a non-negotiated plea.
Tiene una propuesta de declarar bajo la declaración Alford, pero si usted decide declararse culpable antes de su sesión de juicio, va a ser bajo una declaración sin convenio declaratorio.
And Your Honor, may I suggest that they go over discovery before announcing a jury trial? As it's a possibility this could be resolved after reviewing discovery.
Puede que este caso sea resuelto antes de que se llegue a revisar el pliego de pruebas e ir a juicio.
It's up to counsel, Ms. Riley.
Well, this is like the 7th time we've been to court on this.
Ya el 10 de diciembre ya
I've made a counter offer, which they've rejected out of hand. And so
we'll place it on the jury trial.
This case is kind of get resolved other than trial.
El caso se pone en una lista de causas para ir a juicio. I will continue with the other case, Your Honor, if that's okay.
Okay, yes, thank you, Madam
You're
Interpreter. Position 15, Marcos Tadeo Pineda.
Yes, Your Honor, good morning. That is my case. Mr. Pineda is on the line. We have received discovery from the state. I am still in the process of reviewing that. We also have an offer that I would ask to be placed on the record. And of course, a reset to the final plea calendar.
What is the offer?
The offer is 11 months probation, family violence intervention program, alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, and no further violent contact with the victim, Alexa, Alexa Perez.
Is there any reason that we can't get this settled one way or another today, Ms. Gant? This case has been on the calendar 3 times prior, and I know that this is a status calendar, but if we can get this moved along this morning, that's what the court would prefer.
Well, Your Honor, I did receive discovery on Friday. I was out of office. I began reviewing it yesterday, and I have not really had a chance to complete that discovery.
Okay.
So I do apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I didn't. So we'll reset it to March 2nd, final plea. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And given that, Mr. Pineda is free to go. Position 16, Nadia Walker.
That is my case, Your Honor. I know it says Mr. Gaither, however, that is my case that I'm handling through the PD's office. Same announcement, Your Honor. Well, Ms. Walker is on the Zoom. I just want an opportunity to get her email and a phone number from her judge.
Okay, Ms. Walker, if you can put your email and phone number in the chat to Ms. Helen, she will be in touch with you, okay?
Trying to see. Okay. I guess if I can figure it out. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. So we'll give you that opportunity to get that done, Ms. Walker. Thank you. We'll be back with you.
I see.
And Judge, I apologize. I just don't want to interrupt you. And before you move on to the next calendar, position 1, Mark Alden is my case, Your Honor.
Okay.
I will be handling that case with the PD's office. Mr. Alden has made contact with our office. I'm trying to get in contact with him right now to understand why he's either not in court or on the Zoom call. But Judge, he has been in contact with our office. I just like an opportunity to produce him before the end of the calendar.
Okay, so you have until the end of the calendar to get Mr. Alden before us. Okay.
Understood, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to the Orca B.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mark Alden. I just
Okay.
had trouble logging on and getting the video to come on and everything.
Okay.
That's what.
You're fine, Mr. Alden. Ms. Helen is going to contact you in regard to the case. So if you can just hold on for us, she'll be in contact with you as soon as she can, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And Your Honor, may I place the offer on the record since it was given to Mr. Gaither?
Yes, go ahead, Ms. Riley.
Thank you. Mr. Alden is to complete an alcohol and drug eval and treatment and 3 anger management classes and show proof for the case to be dismissed, or 12 months to serve 12 days, credit for 12 days, and the balance suspended. So the case would close today.
Okay.
So that's a time served, balance suspended offer.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood.
All right. Moving on to the Orca B final plea calendar, position number 1, Kenneth Crawford.
I wonder. So I'm sorry, I have a question. Ms. Helen, how do I directly message?
Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Ms. Walker. Let me handle that. Go ahead and mute yourself. I'll reach out to you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Crawford. This is your case, Mr. Gaither?
Yes, it is, Judge. I'll announce pretrial in that matter.
Okay, well, we're on a final plea calendar.
I understand. There's something I need to speak with him about.
And who is the solicitor?
There would be ASG Riley, Your Honor.
Okay. Position number 2, Anthony Foster.
That is my case, Your Honor. I'm just checking to see if Mr. Foster is in President Court or on Zoom, but I will be handling that case for the PD's office.
They would request a
I'm
bench.
present.
Okay,
I'm
Mr.
present.
Foster. Good morning, Mr. Foster.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What's your announcement, Ms. Helen?
And Judge, I just want an opportunity to hear that offer from Mr. Foster's case and an opportunity to speak to Mr. Foster about that.
I can certainly put that on the record. For count 1, it will be 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours, balance on probation, 40 hours of community service. Probation may terminate upon completion of the community service. Count 2 would be null pros.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay, counsel will be with you, Mr. Foster. Hold on for us, please. Position 3.
Excuse me, Your Honor, this is the interpreter speaking.
Yes.
And I think I didn't receive the right number, or I didn't receive a phone number at all for the lady that wants to speak to Mr. Mujica. If it can be resent on the chat to me, Spanish interpreter, please.
Okay, I'll send it again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Position 3, Monica Freeman.
Your Honor, that was previously null prossed on December 22nd.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Moving on to the Orca C status calendar. Position 1, Christopher Bailey.
And this is Christopher Bailey with a C.
That's with the C.
That's with the C, yes. Christopher Bailey with the C. Is Mr. Bailey present?
Your Honor, good morning. All the cases that show Rose Woodbury, I'm going to take over. These are all transfers from another courtroom judge, I think Judge Morrison. I've not had any contact with Mr. Bailey. If he does not appear, I'll just respectfully request a reset.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at, Judge.
All right, so.
Your
Yes,
Honor, I'm sorry. This is the first time these cases have appeared, I believe, on a Orca calendar, although they've been in a division previously.
Okay.
But the state would request a bench warrant, although we understand the court's policy is to allow for a second appearance when it's the first time on an Orca calendar.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Riley. Can we get everyone to mute that's not actually participating, please? And Mr. Glanville, if you can mute people that aren't actively participating, thank you.
Yes, sir.
So Mr. Bailey doesn't appear to be present. The reset date for one-time resets so that Mr. Haddad can see if he can speak with his client will be March 1st.
And Your Honor, may I just request that be a show cause calendar?
Yes.
Thank you.
Show cause calendar.
And Judge, I will file an entry to make sure that my name is on there as well.
Thank you, Mr. Haddad. Position 2, Alexander Barnett.
Your Honor, Mr. Barnett actually filled out an application yesterday. I did speak to him. I expect him to be here this morning on Zoom.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Judge, if I can, this is likewise first time on an Orca calendar. I neglected, I'll shoot an email to Ms. Riley to get a recommendation on this case, Judge, so then I can speak to my client.
I'll go ahead and put it on the record if you don't mind now.
You can go ahead.
Okay, it's 3 days to serve, credit for time served, the balance suspended. So the case would close today.
All right, Ms. Riley, and I'm sorry, if you can email me the documents, I think that's what we're gonna do this morning.
Sure.
If you're able to.
Yes.
And Mr. Barnett, I'll speak to you in a few minutes. I have your phone number. I'll give you a call, okay?
All right, okay, I'm dismissed.
No. You just need to stay on until the judge excuses you. You need to stay
Okay.
on, but I need
All
to,
right.
I'll call you in a few minutes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, we'll be back to you, Mr. Barnett. Position 3, Stasi Boston. Bolston.
Same announcement, Judge. This is Ms. Woodbury's case, or was. I do believe the state may end up moving it up to Superior Court, but where we're at, I guess we can reset it for March 1st unless the court believes otherwise, Judge.
Okay, we'll reset for March 1st for a show on the show cause calendar. Position 4, Candace Brooks.
Your Honor, Alvin Kendall on behalf of Ms. Brooks, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Kendall.
Good morning, Judge.
What's the announcement on Ms. Brooks?
Judge, I filed some motion back, I think in September of 2021. I haven't received any discovery or anything on the case. And so I think I need to reset it until I can get the discovery.
And Your Honor, Denise Riley for the state, I've looked in Odyssey, there is not an entry of appearance or any record of an attorney for this case. I apologize, counsel. What was your name?
Alvin Kendall, Kendall, as in David, ALL.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kendall,
I would double check. I see the motions here in my file, but I would double check to make sure that they got filed. I see they dated September, I think. The certificate of service has on it, September the 7th, 2021. I would double check to make sure they did get in the system.
do you see any motions filed, Ms. Riley?
No, Your Honor, there's nothing filed, not even the entry of appearance.
Okay, so Mr. Kendall, what the court's gonna do is, you need to file your entry of appearance, go ahead and file any motions that you may have. And I'm gonna place you back on a status calendar on, March 1st to give you an opportunity to, complete that. Do you have an offer in the case, Mr. Kendall, or would you like to have an offer in the case this morning to discuss with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
It is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days. The balance would be suspended, meaning the case would close today. But is Ms. Brooks on the Zoom or in court?
I know she has texted me this morning, so I'm assuming she's on. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm on my phone, so I can't see a full screen of everybody that's on.
It does not appear that she has, she is on.
Ms. Brooks is present on the Zoom. She's just,
Okay.
I don't think she's muted.
Okay, so yes, she is present, apparently, Ms.
Okay.
Riley.
Thank
So,
you.
Mr. Kendall, if that's satisfactory with you, I will give you until March 1st to get all that accomplished. And if she wishes to accept that offer, if you'll have the paperwork ready to go on March 1st, so that we can go forward, okay?
Okay, that'll be fine, Judge. May we be excused then?
Yes, you and
I'm
Ms. Brooks.
sorry, Your Honor. If Mr. Kendall, if you could give me your email address so that I can communicate the offer to you again if need be, or to communicate with you before you file your entry.
Okay, you want it now or?
Are you able to put it in the chat? If not, I'll take it now.
I don't see on my phone how to put it in the chat. So it's A
Okay.
Kendall. It's A Kendall at Kendall Law Firm. And that's 3 L's together. .us.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, anything further? If not, you all have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Position number 5, Gary Brooks.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am appointed to represent Mr. Brooks. I do see him on the Zoom call, and I would ask for a breakout with the assigned ASG.
That would be ASG Riley.
Okay, we'll put you in a breakout when the calendar's completed. Thank you. Position 6, Denasia Burns.
Again, Your Honor, same announcement, Wanda Gann appointed for Ms. Burns. I do not see her.
She's in the courtroom with me this morning, Ms. Gant.
Okay. Again, I would ask for a breakout, and then I'll make contact with Ms. Burns.
Ms. Burns, Ms. Gant's gonna be in touch with you, okay? All right, we'll be with you, ma'am. Thank you. And is this your case also, Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor. I have positions 1 through 15.
Okay. So maybe when I put you in the breakout room, you and Ms. Gant can discuss all of your cases that come up at one time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Position number 7, Cynthia Chambliss. Ms. Chambliss on the line.
Your Honor, she did send a text to, she did place her information in the chat. I did send an application for public defender services to her. I have not received anything back yet.
Okay, so she is, so Ms. Chambliss is with us this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, she was.
All right, so I'll hold for your announcement on that, Ms. Gant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 8, Jamel Gordon.
Same announcement as all my other Woodbury clients, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Gordon on the line? Ms. Gordon?
It's Mr., Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Gordon on the line? It'll be a one-time reset to a show cause calendar on March 1st.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 9, Tony Gray. Conte Gray.
Good morning, Your Honor. That will now be my case. I thought I saw Mr. Gray
here
on the Zoom. I do see him. Mr. Gray, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, Judge, this file has just been assigned to me. I don't have a file. It's no fault of the state. I'm just saying I don't have a file, so I don't really have anything to announce or even discuss right now.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may, and I apologize for interrupting, on the Orca C status calendar, where it shows the attorney's name is Frank Gaither, I don't know, it was Ray Williams, and somebody substituted Ray Williams to Frank. So these are all brand new cases to Frank. Ray Williams, of course, has left our office. But anyway, I just want to let the court know as to why on those calendars, you know, we don't know who these folks, who our clients are, unfortunately. So.
Okay.
And I think what happened, Judge, I think I did take over some cases on prior calendars for Mr. Williams. And so I think the clerk's office just automatically substituted my name. And I'm just simply saying I don't have a file, so I don't have anything to talk about.
All right, so let me see. Let me get this is Ms. Riley's case. Ms. Riley, would you place the offer on the record, please?
Your Honor, I do not have an offer for Mr. Gray at this moment. I need additional evidence. So I'm waiting for that to be.
Can you get that evidence by March 1st?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll reset Mr. Gray's case if it's agreeable with counsel to March 1st on a status calendar.
Mr. Gray, your case is being reset to March 1st, but kindly put your number in the chat to me. Can you do that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Give your number and your email address.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gray. And as soon as you get that information to Mr. Gaither, you're free to go, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Position 10, Derek Head.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Head did reach out to the public defender's office. I am awaiting an application from him. He was present on Zoom.
I'm here.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Head. So go ahead and get that application to the PD's office to see if you can be represented by them this morning, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be back with you, Mr. Head. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And he was also position number 11. Position 12, Joshua Hollingsworth.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, that is my case. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Same announcement. Mr. Hollingsworth has actually been in contact with the public defender's office. I just like an opportunity, number one, to give him the offer in this case. I know it's a final plea calendar, Judge, but I want that final offer on the record. And also an opportunity to speak to Mr. Hollingsworth about that. I just inherited this case for Ms. Woodbury, Judge, and so I just would like an opportunity today to do that for Mr. Hollingsworth.
Okay, is he on the line? Mr. Hollingsworth?
I'm here.
Okay, all right, good morning, Mr. Hollingsworth. Let's see, what is the offer, Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor. The offer is 12 months to serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, the balance on probation, restitution. Or if proof can be shown that Mr. Hollingsworth returned the package or reimbursed the victim for the package that was taken, the state would be willing to null pros the case. The state has been in contact with the victim, but we've left messages for him, so we've not made contact with him as of yet.
Okay, do you have his contact? I take it you have his contact information, Ms. Helen?
No.
I do, Judge. Just want an opportunity to speak with him about that. offer.
Okay, so hold on, Mr. Hollingsworth. Ms. Helen's gonna be in contact with you and we'll be back with you, okay?
Stay on the line.
Yes, please, stay on the line. Position 13, Horace Jackson.
And
Horace.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson's positions 13 and 14.
Thank you. Mr. Jackson present. One time reset to the March 1st show cause calendar. Position 15, Karan Johnson.
Your Honor, just so the court is aware, Kenya Bryant is listed as the attorney. She was with the conflicts office. Let me rephrase. She used to handle conflict cases. So she must have been appointed at some point to represent Mr. Jackson. Since then, she's become an attorney with our office. She's in Superior Court. But just so the court is aware, this is not a public defender case. It's potentially a conflict case. I just don't know. But I don't see Karan Johnson on anyway.
I'm here. I'm right here.
Oh, great. All right. Judge, I would be happy if Mr. Johnson can provide me his phone number on the chat. I'll give him a call, Judge. Just gonna determine whether it's really a conflict or not. And I can step in and handle it, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Haddad. So, Mr. Johnson, if you will put your information in the chat for Mr. Haddad, please.
I'm not sure how to do that, sir.
Well, if it's okay, if he can provide me with his phone number now, that works too.
Did you hear that, Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson, are you still with us?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Do you want to give Mr. Haddad your phone number, sir?
Yes, 404-914-1318.
All right, I'll give you a call in a few minutes, sir.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
stay
you,
on the
Judge.
line. Thank you.
All right.
Position 16, Derek Lowe Wilson.
I'm here.
Okay, that your case, Mr. Haddad?
It is, Judge. I'd be happy to I needed his contact information, Judge. He also has another case that's in Judge Morrison's courtroom, Judge. It's a 22 CR case. My position, and again, really, it's all up to the court whether this should be transferred over there or both. I mean, I do believe both should be handled in front of the same court.
I agree with you, Mr. Haddad. So since Judge Morrison sent this case here, it's possible that she wants the other one to come here also. Okay, so we'll get. Do you have the case? Do you know what case it is, Mr. Haddad?
I do, Judge. It's 22 CR 003174E.
Okay, we'll see if we can get those both incorporated here. And do you have his contact information?
No, Judge. Actually, if it's okay, if he can provide his phone number on chat line, he can send it to me. I'd like to talk to him this morning, Judge, and then I'll make an additional announcement for the court before he can be excused, Judge.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Lowe Wilson, are you able to put your contact information in the chat?
I mean, I can. I don't really know how to do. What do I press?
Okay, do you mind providing your phone number verbally?
Yeah, that's fine. 404-838-3207.
3307.
3207.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Judge.
All right, so hang on, Mr. Lowe Wilson. Mr. Dodd will be in touch with you, okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Position number 17, Eric Lyle.
Morning, Judge. It's my case, Brian Tevis. Mr. Lyle is on Zoom somewhere. He's on his phone. We just received the discovery last night. Looks like there's a video and a police report, and then we received an offer at 4:40 yesterday. So we'll need time to look at the discovery to consider the state's offer. So I'd ask that we be put to whatever the next calendar is.
Okay, I'll put you on the status calendar on March 1st, okay?
March 1st. Is that 9 a.m., Judge?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make note of that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, and if you do decide to take a plea, Mr. Tevis, if you'll have the paperwork ready for the court prior to that date.
Sure. Yeah, the state indicated that she would have that paperwork if we wanted to accept it. So I'll get in touch with her if we decide to accept it. All right. Thank you very much.
You all have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Position 18, Jaleesa McKnight. Mr. Kelbach, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. McKnight is on the line, corresponded with Ms. Githia this morning. I believe that Ms. Githia was going to request it be reset. I plan to file an immunity motion, and if it could be reset directly to the motions calendar, I will file an immunity motion today.
Okay. Ms. Githia.
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. We were waiting on some additional information, so we were going to ask for a reset.
Does the March 1st status calendar work for everyone?
Now, was he also filing the motion? So does it need to be on the motion calendar?
Okay, so the motions calendar would be March 16th. Does that work?
This is just so the court and Ms. Githia are aware. This is a cross-defendant case with Gary Brooks. The case is an earlier position on the current calendar. I think his case number is 21 CR 1972E. I don't know. Anything needs to be done to keep them together, keep those cases together, but that is the cross.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Well, yeah. You tell me, Mr. Kelbar, would you prefer this to be on a motions calendar or a status calendar next?
I would prefer it to be on a motions calendar.
Okay, so the motions calendar is going to be March 16th.
Is that 9 a.m. or?
That's going to be 11:30.
That's March 16th.
Yes. Okay.
My business, may I be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
She is.
Okay, I need current address.
Your Honor, can I update on a position you called earlier?
Yes, give me a moment, sir.
Of course.
I know she's moved. I know she gave it there. Okay.
Can I? Do you have it, Mr. Kelbar? If not, I'll just ask.
All right. Can I email it back to you?
Okay, Ms. McKnight, we need your current, and your counsel is going to get it, but the issue is we need your current address because the notice for this calendar was returned to sender. So if you have not updated your address, that'll need to be accomplished. And let's see. As I said before, Mr. Alden, you're to conduct yourself as though you are actually in court with me. So you'll need to like either not eat or you'll need to, you can go ahead and do that, but you'll have to deactivate your camera so that.
Need to go.
Okay, you're fine. All right. And Ms. McKnight, you are free to go.
No, you have to go with me.
Counsel, yes, you wanted to update me on?
Yes, Your Honor. This is Attorney Nick Kasatkin. I'm appearing pro se. I believe you called my case in earlier. I have spoken with the assistant attorney, I'm sorry, the assistant solicitor here. And my understanding is that we're not able to locate the blood draw, and there will be some supplemental discovery made available to me. I intend on particularizing my motions, so I would ask that this be placed on the motions calendar.
Okay, so this is the Orca B status conference calendar. Council is position number 11 on that calendar. Ms. Marshall Story, this
Yes, Your Honor.
was indicated that this was your case. Thank you.
Yes.
Number 7.
And are you familiar with what council's speaking of?
Yes, we actually, he emailed me and I responded back, and that was is what he was indicating.
Okay, so have any motions been filed as of yet?
She's right behind me.
Yes, Your Honor, but they haven't been particularized.
Okay, so March 16th, Thursday, March 16th, motions calendar. Does that work for everyone? 9 a.m.
Yes, Your Honor.
Works for me, Your Honor.
All right.
You said 9 a.m., Your Honor?
Yes, that's what I have.
Okay.
Correct. Okay.
That concludes my business, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You do the same.
March 16th.
Mr. Jackson, this is Wanda Gant calling. I see that Catrice Helen represents you. I am putting your number in the.
Okay, moving on with the Orca C status conference calendar, position 19, Joshua Miller. Is Mr. Miller present? It's going to be reset for the 3-1 show cause calendar. Position 20, Andrewette Norman. Yes, good morning, Mr. Norman. Let's see, Mr. Dodd, is this your case?
Is he in the courtroom?
Yes, he's in the courtroom.
If I can just ask either Mr. Raffoff or Mr. Gaither to speak to him. I've never met him, so they can handle it. I don't have a file anyway. I will email the recommendation. I got the recommendation from the state judge. I'll email them both so they'll have it.
Did you hear that? Either count, Mr. Gaither?
What's the name? I'm sorry.
Position number 20, Mr. Norman is in court with us today. Mr. Haddad is requesting that counsel that's in court today handle that matter for him.
Sure, I can talk to him.
Okay, so Mr. Norman, someone's gonna speak with you this morning. Okay, thank you, sir. Position 21, Annette Owens. Yeah, Mr. Haddad, is this your
Yes,
case?
I'm on the Zoom. This is
Okay.
Annette Owens.
Good morning, Ms. Owens. Mr. Haddad?
If Ms. Owens can provide me her phone number, I do have a recommendation from the state.
My number is 770-885-6312.
6312.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a call. Just remain on Zoom, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Position 22, Breakout Parrish. Is Ms. Parrish on the line? We reset to the March 1st show cause. Position 23, Nora Patman.
Good morning, Judge. Ms. Patman is my client. I did speak, actually, she's the only one I was able to speak to yesterday. I just got a recommendation from the state. If I can either breakout room, whatever's most convenient for the court, or I'll call Ms. Patman by phone, Judge, and communicate with her the offer.
Okay, is Ms. Patman here?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Patman. Let me just go ahead and get your information for Mr. Haddad so that he can call you.
No, that's fine. I have it, Judge.
Oh, you have it? Okay, so Mr. Haddad will be calling you, Ms. Patman. Okay, so just hang on for us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Position 24, Coleman Reed. Coleman Reed. Reset March 1st, show cause. Position 25, Delonda Robinson.
Your Honor, positions 25, 20, well, I was gonna say 26, 25, 27, and 28 gonna be the same announcement from me regarding what Mr. Haddad said, how my name was placed. I mean, I don't mind representing them, I just don't have a file.
Okay.
And I've never spoken to them.
So Delonda Robinson, is Ms. Robinson present?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Ms. Robinson, would you like her number, Mr. Gaither?
Yes, Ms. Robinson, take your, unmute yourself and please give me your phone number.
It's 404-902-0398.
Okay. May I ask for a reset, Judge, to give me an opportunity to at least get a file and speak with Ms. Robinson?
All right, can we get the offer put on the,
That would be good too.
okay?
Yes, the offer is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days, balance probated, 12 anger management classes, restitution, and no contact with the victim, Ashley Walker. I'm sorry, and there's also a stay away from 740 West Peachtree Street in Atlanta.
Is this the right case? I think, is Ms. Robinson, I think, I have she's charged with criminal trespass.
That she was also damaged property to the, hold on.
And you could be right. It's just, I'm just looking at the calendar. So I'm
Yes,
just
it is a criminal trespass, but it involves some damage to property as well.
Okay.
All right, so we'll reset this, Mr. Gaither, until, for a status conference calendar on March 1st.
Okay, thank
All right with
you.
you?
That's fine. Ms. Robinson, I'm gonna give you a call and provide my information to you and we'll talk.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Robinson, you're free to go this morning. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Position 26, Quevin Sanders.
I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Sanders. I saw Miss Watson Cafe on the line earlier. Are you still with us, Miss Watson Cafe? Okay, Mr. Sanders, I saw your attorney present earlier. If you'll just hold on for us, I'll see if we can raise her again, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Position 27, Darren Scott. Again, Mr. Gaither's case, is Mr. Scott present? Darren Scott.
I would just ask for the reset to the show cause calendar, Judge.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I see a Darren Scott. He's on mute.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Yeah, he's at the bottom of the screen. Mr. Scott, can you unmute yourself? Press the microphone button on the bottom of your screen. No, we still can't hear you.
Mr. Scott, can you hear us? Shake your head if you can hear us. Okay, so why don't we do this, Mr. Scott? We'll give you an opportunity to unmute yourself, but go ahead. Can you put your number in the chat so Mr. Gaither can call you? Okay, we'll get with you, Mr. Scott. Position 28, Khadijah Shabazz.
Is Miss Shabazz on Zoom? Is Miss Shabazz in the courtroom?
Khadijah Shabazz.
I would just ask that this case be placed on the March 1st show cause calendar, Judge.
Okay. March 1st, show cause.
And going back to 27, Mr. Darren Scott, he was able to put his phone number in the chat, Judge.
Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Scott, we'll have Mr. Gaither give you a call. So hang on the line with us, okay? Thank you, sir. Position 29, Alexander Tajada.
Yes, I'm here.
PE. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Tajada. Is this your case, Mr. Tajada?
It would be, Judge. I just need Mr. Tejada's contact information. I do have a recommendation from the state, so I need to speak to him about it.
Okay. Mr. Tajada, can you either place your phone number in the chat or can you give it to Mr. Haddad verbally?
Okay, that's fine. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, very good. We'll be with you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 30, Jacinta Wilson. It's my understanding that a conflict was filed. This has already been reset till March 1st, and that's going to be the status calendar.
Good
Your
morning,
Honor,
Judge.
Tanya
Logan
is on the
Butler.
line.
I am present, Judge. The
Okay.
probate court's waiting on me. I apologize. I didn't know it had been reset. Miss Githia, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Githia, thank you. We've been emailing. She emailed me last night. I'd been working with Miss Harmon prior to her. And Miss Githia and I need to just discuss a few more things, Judge. So March 1st status will be perfectly fine.
Okay, very good. We'll see you back on March 1st.
All right, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Moving on to the Orca C add-on calendar. The last name is ASSIDDIQ. This is Mr. Haddad's case.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, Judge. It's not my case. I had filed an entry. Then I realized it was a conflict, so it was reset to today.
So this is your case, Mr. Lynch?
Yes, Your Honor. I got notice of this case being appointed to me yesterday. I believe that Mr. Sadiq is on the line right now. If he could, I guess, confirm that. I do not currently have an offer. I know there was a companion case. I'm not sure if that's the same offer, but if the state were willing to go ahead and give me an offer, I would happily discuss it with him to see about potentially resolving it today. If not, I guess we would maybe request that it be reset to the next status calendar here.
Okay, so why don't we get an offer first, Mr. Lynch? Ms. Riley, is this your case?
Yes, Your Honor. It would be 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days. Balance would be on probation, restitution for the damaged tires, 6 anger management classes, and to stay away from the incident location.
Can I ask a question? Is there a specific restitution amount that's being asked for?
I will double check. I know if there was damage to the tires, so I'm not sure if we have the specific amount, but I will have the victim advocate check.
Okay. I guess what I would do, Your Honor, is ask that he turn off his camera and mute his mic, and I'll just have a quick discussion with him. But I anticipate us asking this to be reset just for a one-time reset, so I can go over the discovery with Mr. Sadiq.
Is this your only case with me this morning, Mr. Lynch?
That's correct.
Why don't we just go ahead and put you in a breakout room with him? If that's, is that fine with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's go ahead and put Mr. Sadiq and Mr. Lynch into a breakout room so they can discuss the matter. And when you come back, just make an announcement, interrupt me if need be, Mr. Lynch, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so let's see. That's the end of the calendars. Let me start with people that are in person. Is anyone here that did not hear their names?
Judge, we do have a Miss, position 4. She's a late arrival, but she is present. Miss Nancy Borali. She's present.
This is position 4 on the Orca B status conference
Yes,
calendar. She is in person. And you're representing her, Mr. Gaither?
yes, absolutely.
What's the announcement?
Same pre-trial. Just need to have a discussion with the state on this case.
Okay, whose case is this? Orca B status conference calendar?
That would be ASG Riley, Your Honor.
Okay, can we just go ahead and put the offer on the record, please?
Sure. It is for count 1, 12 months to serve 4 days, credit for time served 4 days, balance probated, family violence intervention program, and to have no contact with the victim, Orlando De La Rosa. And count 2 is no pros, excuse me.
Okay, anything else that you're gonna need to speak with Ms. Riley about?
Yeah, Judge, they got the wrong victim.
Okay.
It should be the other way around.
All right, so I'll give you that opportunity, and you have her number to give her a call.
I should.
Okay, why don't you just go ahead and direct message him, Ms. Riley, with your number so that he has it.
Well, Your Honor, it actually would be easier for him to direct message me, as my phone will block.
Okay.
Unknown numbers.
I'll give Ms. Riley, I'll give you a call as soon as I speak with a few other people that I have to talk to. I'll talk to you.
Well, what she's saying is that your number's gonna be blocked.
Correct.
So,
I'll direct message you
okay.
on the in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You can be seated.
Hello, Judge. This is Derek Scott. I found out how to, I guess, speak now. If that would help, I'll go back on mute until you allow me to speak.
Okay,
Well, that's my client, Judge, Mr. Darren Scott.
Yes.
Mr. Scott, I'll call you.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Anyone else in the course? Stand up if your name is not, if you were late or you didn't hear your name. What's your name? Gerard Ferguson.
Position 8, Judge, on the Orca B status conference.
Okay, Miss Helen.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Ferguson's present in court with me.
If I could have just him either chat his phone number and email address or sound it out right now, Judge, I'll give him a call.
Can we get Mr. Ferguson's number?
And Your Honor, if I could place the offer on the record.
Okay.
It's 12 months. Thank you. 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days, balance probated, 6 anger management classes, an alcohol and drug evaluation, and any treatment that is recommended, and to have no further violent or harassing contact with the victim, Rodrika Williams.
Okay.
Is there a stay away?
No, just no further violent or harassing contact.
Understood.
All right, so I believe that we've obtained his number and we can direct message that to Miss Helen. So we'll be with you, Mr. Ferguson.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Gordon.
Gordon?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He is on the Orca C status calendar, Your Honor, position 8.
All right, Mr. Adonis, this is your case.
Would be, Judge. I don't have any contact info for Mr. Gordon. If he wants to provide me with his phone number, I'd be happy to give him a call when he steps out.
Okay. All right, so I think that takes care of everyone in the courtroom with me. let's see, on Zoom, is there anyone on Zoom that joined us late or did not hear their name called?
Alexander Barnett. I heard y'all call me, but y'all told me to wait.
What, just my name?
Yes, Your Honor, that is Mr. Haddad's client who I'm sending him the plea paperwork for. So he's just waiting for Mr. Haddad to give him a call.
Ms. Barnett, just be patient.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Anyone else?
Hello?
Anyone else that I did not hear their name?
I heard my name, but I'm not sure what I'm waiting on. Kieran Johnson.
He's waiting on my phone call, Judge.
Okay. So.
And Judge, there should be a Leonard, position 5 on the Orca B status conference calendar. Leonard Bennett, I saw him in the chat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm present.
Okay, he's present, Judge. I just need I need to speak with him.
Okay. Do you have his number? Do you need his number?
Mr. Bennett, can you put your number in the chat? Because I think the number I have may not be correct. Can you direct?
I'll be glad to. Can I give it to you in the clear right now? I'm having some difficulty. I just
Sure,
dropped
go
off
ahead.
the Zoom, but I'm on.
Go ahead, sign it
It's,
off.
Yes, sir. It's 404-399-7159.
Got it. Sit tight and I'll give you a call, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anyone else?
Thank you. Your
There's
Honor.
also a message from Amina Bajorndi. She's stating she doesn't.
I got it. That's
Okay.
my client. I have her number now.
Okay. Anyone else? So what I need for you all to do is to be patient with us. We have a number of attorneys that will be getting in contact with everyone. They'll be coming back to me and making an announcement once they either speak with the solicitor or with you personally. They can only speak with one person at a time, so you're going to have to be patient, and we will get through with everyone today. Let's see. Ms. Gant, are you on the line?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me go ahead and place you into a breakout room with Ms. Riley so that you all can discuss the matters.
Yes, Your Honor. And also, there is an announcement. I do not have her position number. Miss Cynthia Chambliss. She does qualify for public defender services. I believe she's on Orca status C.
Okay.
And if Miss Riley is handling that case, may we discuss it as well?
Yes, we were going to discuss all of the cases that you announced pre-trial on.
Well, Miss Chambliss isn't one that I announced earlier. She's in the courtroom.
Yeah, she's in the court. Ms. Amber, yeah, she arrived a little late.
Okay. So we'll allow you to discuss all the cases at once, Ms. Gant.
Yes,
Can we go
Your Honor,
ahead? Can we accomplish that now so that we can get that breakout room? You all into a breakout room. Is that fine with you too?
Yes, I already have the notification for a breakout room.
Okay. All right. So we'll put Ms. Riley and Ms. Gant into the breakout room. And counsel, if you'll start contacting your clients.
And Judge,
yes.
I apologize for interrupting you, Your Honor. I just wanted to, I think the Spanish interpreter is ready to at least make that announcement while she's still available. For Mr. I'll have the position for you in 1 second.
You see the
position 12? Yes, Your Honor. On
And-
the Orca B status conference calendar.
And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we're asking for a one-time reset. I'm actually scheduling an opportunity with myself, the interpreter, and Mr. Francisco to get him to discovery and some other information. So by the next court date, I do believe we'll have a resolution, Judge. But we'd like to request that reset date in March.
All right, so March 1st.
I apologize, Judge, and I don't know if the interpreter has to.
Yes, thank you, madam. Señor Mujica, ¿me puede escuchar? I don't know if he can hear me.
I think he was in person, Judge. I don't know if he's at the mic. He might be walking up.
Señor, ¿puede venir? Avíseme cuando me escucha.
Sí, la escucho.
Señor, la abogada pública ha anunciado al señor juez que necesita la oportunidad de una nueva cita para hablar con usted sobre el pliego de pruebas para el día 1 de marzo. Y también hemos tenido una fecha acordada con usted, con ella y yo como intérprete. Thank
Sí,
you,
eso está
Your
bien.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I apologize, Judge. I think you were saying something, but
Me disculpo, creo que estaba diciendo algo, señor.
Let me finish this, then I'll get to that. Okay.
Permítame terminar y ya vuelvo.
So,
Ajá.
anything further for Mr. Hollingsworth today? If not, he's reset to pre-1 status calendar. Hello? Are we good?
yes, Your Honor, that works for me. I didn't know if the interpreter needed to.
She's already told him that, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge. That works for me too.
One more thing. The new date will be March 1st, or I heard a different date, sir.
I have March 1st status conference calendar at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Could I have the case number for the interpreter, please?
Okay, I'm sorry. March 2nd. Is that what this note? I've got too many calendars, too many reset dates.
For position 12 will be reset for March the 2nd, final plea at 9 a.m. on the Orca status conference.
Okay, March 2nd, final plea.
March 2nd, final plea at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Okay.
And what is his case number, sir?
It is 21. Is that not right? 21 CR?
No, Judge, I have for Francisco Mojico 20 CR 00522 as in Edward.
Thank you.
And
Señor,
this will be, I apologize, Madam Interpreter. This is on the Orca B status
Orca B.
conference, position 12.
Señor Mujica, la nueva cita de comparecencia va a ser para el 2 de marzo del 2023 a las 9 de la mañana y es en la lista de casos pendientes B.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you back then, sir. Thank you.
Lo volveremos a ver entonces, señor. Gracias.
Thank you, Judge.
May I be excused, Your Honor? I don't think there is anybody that will need me this morning.
Okay, yes, thank you. We appreciate
You're
your help
welcome,
this morning.
sir. Have a good day.
Do the same.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Lynch, do you have an announcement?
Judge, I was hoping if maybe, I'm not sure, I know you have a large calendar, if maybe I had a chance to briefly speak with the solicitor. Mr. Sadiq did express an interest in resolving his case today, but I would like to have a chance to briefly go over that with the solicitor. Is that possible?
Is this Miss Riley's case?
Yes,
believe
she's
so.
in the breakout room right now.
Okay, she's in a breakout room, so you're gonna have to hold on for me, Mr. Lynch.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and I'll put you into a breakout room with her as soon as she comes out on her other cases with Miss Gant.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Let's see. All right, so everyone should be working with someone at the present time. So when there's an announcement, so for those of you that are defendants on the line, please hang on. And we will be in recess until council returns with announcements.
Your Honor, this is Willie Jackson. Could you tell me what's going on with my case? There was a resolution last time I appeared, and I'm surprised that I'm even back on.
Mr. Jackson, you're being represented by Ms. Helen. I'm going to allow you to give her an opportunity to speak with you regarding your case, okay? She might be on with someone else at the present time, but she will be in touch with you in turn, okay?
Oh, okay then. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we will be in recess until council returns.
This is crazy.
Hey,
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Jackson, Mr. Jackson, let me just say to you, you are on, you are to be act appropriately as if you are in court with me, actually. If you had said something like that in front of me right here, I would have had this deputy assist you outside and possibly placed you into custody, okay? I'm trying to be as patient with all of you as I can. And all I ask of you is that you be patient with the court also. We will be with you in turn. With that said,
Your Honor.
oh, yes, Ms. Watson Cafe, hi.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm on Mr. Sanders. I had some conflicts this morning.
Yes, Ms. Watson Cafe, Mr. Sanders is here. What is your announcement on that case?
We did get a plea. I have not had an opportunity to convey it to him, but I guess I need to convey the plea to him. It came in late last night.
Okay,
Or
Mr.
yesterday afternoon.
Mr. Sanders, are you on the line? Corbin Sanders. He was here earlier, Ms. Watson Cafe.
He's there, Your Honor. I just don't think he's paying attention right now.
Mr. Sanders.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Mr. Sanders. Okay, well, if you'll hold
I
on.
will, yes.
If you'll just hold on, I'll see if he comes back to his camera.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And would you all mind direct messaging Mr. Sanders if you can? Mr. Sanders, are you there? You need to unmute yourself, Mr. Sanders. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Find yourself a steady place to talk to me. Okay, Mr. Sanders, your attorney has arrived, Ms. Watson Cafe. I'm going to place you two in a breakout room so that you can discuss your case, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so if we can place Mr. Sanders and Ms. Watson Cafe in a breakout room, please.
Your Honor, may I make a couple announcements?
Yes, Mr. Haddad.
Sorry, Judge, I had you on mute. I apologize. Judge, I just want to kind of give a quick update so we can get things hopefully rolling.
Okay.
Your Honor, on position number 621, Annette Owens, I do have good contact information for her. This is the first time on the calendar, Judge. I would request a reset to a final plea, Judge. I did get a recommendation from the state, but I really haven't reviewed the discovery. I got to double check. I think I have it. I'm not sure, but anyway, so I would ask to reset for a final plea.
Okay, March 1st, final plea calendar at 9 a.m. Does that work? She is number 21 on the Orca C status conference calendar. Does that date work for you, Mr. Haddad?
Absolutely, Judge. I'll be there. And can Ms. Owens be excused?
Yes, you have a good day, Ms. Owens. We'll see you back in March.
And I'll be in touch with
All
you,
right,
Ms. Owens.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Your Honor, on position number 23, Nora Patman, she's still on Zoom, Judge. I'm going to go ahead and request to set it on a bench trial, Judge. I don't believe we're going to be able to resolve it on a final plea. I'll file an entry just to make sure that my name is on there, Judge. And but I think it'll be resolved one way or another by a bench trial, Judge.
Okay, very good. The bench trial calendar will be on March 16th.
All right, and it'll be at 1:30. Is that correct, Judge?
Yes.
All right, and Miss Patman, of course, I'll be in touch with you between now and then.
Just one moment, Your Honor, the state is withdrawing its offer. So if the defendant was to plead before trial, it would be a non-negotiated plea.
That's fine. I understand.
Okay. Okay. All right. If nothing further, Ms. Patman, we'll see you back for your bench trial on March 16th.
Thank you so much. Everyone have a blessed day.
Okay. You do the same.
Your Honor, my final announcement for now is position number 15, Karan Johnson.
Okay.
Your Honor, that is a conflict. There's a co-defendant that we represent. It's actually it's a division B as in boy. So because of that, we cannot represent Mr. Johnson. He would need a conflict attorney. I'd be happy to give the court the co-defendant's case number.
No, you're fine, Mr. Haddad. We have Ms. Watson Cafe here. She has already indicated that she is available to represent Mr. Johnson on the matter. So she's in a breakout room right now. So I will have
I'm
her.
back.
Oh, okay. Ms. Watson Cafe, you indicated that you would be able to represent Mr. Karan Johnson, who's position 15 on the Orca C status conference calendar earlier.
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to talk with him this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
I can talk to him in a breakout room.
Okay. Do you have an announcement on the case that you're on?
Yeah. If we can just be placed on a trial calendar. I have conveyed the offer. He's not interested.
Okay. Tell me who that is again, please.
Sanders.
Okay. Mr. Sanders is position 26 on the Orca C status conference calendar. He'll go on to the next available trial calendar. I believe that we have some that are going to be in February. So it's either going to be February or March, Ms. Watson Cafe, okay?
And the state is withdrawing its offer, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you with me, Mr. Sanders?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to place you on a trial calendar. You'll get notification of that calendar, and we'll see you back at that time, okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see, Mr. Karan Johnson, are you on the line?
Speaking.
Yes, Mr. Johnson, are you able? There you go. I'm going to place you into a breakout room with Ms. Watson Cafe, who we are assigning as your attorney in this matter, and I'll allow you to speak with her regarding your case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And let's see, Ms. Githia, who is the solicitor on this matter?
I'm sorry, which one was that again, Your Honor?
Position
That would be me, ASG Riley, Your Honor, on
Okay.
Johnson.
Yes, can you give Ms. Watson Cafe the offer so that she can communicate that to her client?
Yes, give me just 1 second. Is he Orca B or Orca C?
He's Orca C, position 15.
Thank you.
Okay.
It looks as though that this is a dual arrest case, Your Honor. I believe, if you give me just 1 moment on that, I have that he served 2 days in custody, but I just need to look that up and verify real quick. But that more than likely would be the state's offer, and any restitution that is needed. But I would just need a moment
Okay.
to look at the companion case.
Okay.
But so I don't have a specific offer as of yet.
Okay, I mean, Ms. Watson Cafe is in another court, it appears, and her client is also, she's just been appointed to the case. So, so if you can hold on for us, Ms. Watson Cafe, while Ms. Riley does that.
Okay.
Is that something you can do right now, Ms. Riley? You're gonna need more time than instantaneous.
I can, however, I also need to speak with Attorney Lynch on Mr. Sadiq. He believes that we can resolve that today, so I can try to multitask. I can send it to Ms. Watson Cafe in the chat if that would help. Okay.
All right, so if you'll just hang on for, so why don't we just do this? Ms. Watson Cafe, why don't we just go ahead and place you initially into the breakout room with Mr. Karan Johnson, and so that you can discuss whatever it is you need to, and then Ms. Riley will send you in the chat what the offer is. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so can we place Mr. Karan Johnson and Ms. Watson Cafe into a breakout room? And I guess we also need to get Ms. Riley and Mr. Lynch into a breakout room.
Hi, Judge. I hate to interrupt you. I apologize. I tried to give Mr. Gerard Ferguson a call. If he could answer that phone call, and when he does step outside of the courtroom. I also know that Miss Nadia Walker is waiting for a phone call. Please answer when I do call. Thanks.
Okay, and also Ms. Helen.
Yes, Judge.
Can you get on camera with me for a moment?
Yes, Judge.
Let's see. Mr. Jackson here was.
Willie Jackson, Judge?
Yes, I believe that's your client.
Correct. I apologize. I've had his phone number. He was also one of the individuals that I needed to call to.
Okay, I just want you to know, and I've had to chastise him as I felt that he was being disrespectful to the court. So just so that you know, since you were not here when I did that. Also, when you speak with Mr. Jackson coming up, please let Mr. Jackson know, as I am going to let him know right now, that he is supposed to act and present himself as though he's in court with me. Okay, if he was in court with me, he would not be wearing a tank top.
Okay.
All right, so please convey appropriate attire to him when you speak with him.
Understood, Judge.
Jackson, Ms. Helen is going to speak with you in turn.
Thank you, Judge.
So we will, I believe everyone's in a breakout room. We'll be in recess until someone comes back.
Your Honor, I do have an announcement when you're ready.
Okay. Yes. Ms. Helen, you can go about, calling the people that you need to call.
I apologize. I know Mr. Gaither was about to make that announcement, but Mr.
Oh, okay.
Alden just came back on so that I could quickly make an announcement in his case, Judge. I have spoken with Mr. Alden. I want to get him more discovery in this case. By that next March 1st date, Judge, I do believe we'll have a resolution, Judge. So we're asking for that reset date of March 1st.
Okay, so he is on the Orca B status conference
Correct.
calendar, position number 1, Mark Alden. That reset date for a status conference calendar is going to be February 2nd.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's fine, Judge. That's fine.
Okay, at 9 a.m. Okay.
Status.
All right, so Mr. Alden, we'll see you back on February 2nd, okay? All right.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anything further?
Am I free to go?
Yes, you're free to go, sir. We'll see you back on February 2nd.
Great.
I apologize, Mr. Gaither.
No, you're fine. As a matter of fact, before you go, there's a gentleman in the court, Mr. Ferguson.
And that's who I was just taking the phone call from too.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Go back outside, Mr. Ferguson. Thank you so much.
Yes, Mr. Gaither.
Okay, announcement, Judge, on position number 4 on the Orca B status conference calendar.
Okay.
Miss Nancy Borelli, and she's present in court. Want to ask that this just be reset to the next status conference, and let me tell you why. I was waiting for her to appear. I have a packet of information that I need to make copies of and provide to the state to buttress our position that the roles actually should be reversed. And then I know the state's going to need an opportunity to take a look at it and make an evaluation of it before they can give me a new offer, if any.
Okay, that's fine with me. February 2nd, status conference calendar at 9 a.m.
That'll be fine.
Okay. So we'll see you back then, Ms. Borelli. You know where we are now, so I anticipate that you will be on time at 9 a.m., okay?
Thank you so much, Josh.
Okay, you have a good day.
That's all I have at this time, Judge. I'm going to keep moving.
All right. And we will be in recess until council return.
Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Gann.
Do have several announcements.
Okay.
And my apologies, I may not have the actual calendars in front of me. I believe Orca status number 15, Miss Cynthia Chambliss.
Ms. Chambliss is position 7 on the Orca C status conference calendar.
Yes, Your Honor, she is present in the courtroom. I did have a moment to speak with the solicitor, Ms. Riley, and we do not have any discovery at this point. So I would ask that this case be reset to the next status calendar.
Okay, that is March 1st, 9 a.m. status.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So we'll reset. Ms. Chambliss, your case is going to be reset until March 1st, okay? So we'll see you back then. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, next, Ms. Gann.
Mr. Brooks, he is position 5, I believe, on Orca B or C status.
He's position 5. Gary Brooks on the Orca C status calendar.
Yes, Your Honor, same announcement. We do not have any discovery, and I would ask that the matter be reset. And I have had a chance to speak to Mr. Brooks as well.
Okay, March 1st, 9 a.m. status calendar. You with me, Mr. Brooks?
He is online on Zoom call.
Yes. Mr. Brooks, can you hear me? I don't see him, but I just wanted to dismiss him, Ms. Gann. So.
Yes, he is on Zoom call. I will give him a call back.
All right. So we'll reset his case until March 1st. Okay.
And position 6 on the same calendar, Diane Burns, who's present in the courtroom.
Okay.
Yes, I hear you. I'm putting it in my calendar right now.
Okay, we'll see you back on March 1st, Mr. Brooks. You have a good day, sir.
It's March 1st, right?
That's correct. You'll get a notice.
March 1st, 9 a.m.
That's correct, sir. Okay, any other questions? Okay, it appears if no other questions, you have a good day. Ms. Burns, you'd like the same March 1st, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
service? Ms. Gant?
Yes, Your Honor, she is present in the courtroom.
Okay. Ms. Burns? Yes, Ms. Burns, we're gonna reset your case until March 1st at 9 a.m., okay?
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you back then.
I apologize, Judge. What position was that?
That was position 6 on the Orca C status calendar, Ms. Burns, who is in person with me.
Understood, Judge.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Ms. Cafe, you've been sent a Zoom or a breakout invite to Mr. Johnson. And she hasn't joined.
I don't see it. It usually just pops up.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
And Your Honor, I will be in touch with Mr. Head, Derek Head, to provide an announcement momentarily.
Okay, thank you.
And Judge, I apologize for interrupting, but a Shamika Barnes, position 3 on the Orca B status conference calendar.
Yes.
Judge, if she could enter either her phone number and her email address in the chat, I'm trying to reach out to her, Judge.
Ms. Barnes, are you with us?
Yes,
Okay, did you hear that?
yes, I'll enter it now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Judge, I'm so sorry. Good morning.
You're fine. Good morning.
I was wondering, could I be excused? My court case was rescheduled to March 1st, unbeknownst to my lawyer.
Okay, tell me your name.
Jacinta Wilson.
Ms. Wilson. Okay, yes, Ms. Wilson. Yeah, you can, we'll see you back on March 1st, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You have a good day. Thank you, ma'am.
And Judge, I apologize. I do have an announcement. Position 8 on the Orca B status conference calendar.
Okay.
Gerard Ferguson. I believe he appeared in person, Judge. The announcement, Judge, is we're asking for, honestly, really a final reset to that March calendar date. I've spoken with Mr. Ferguson. He agrees to that. We need to get some more information to him, but we'll have a resolution by that next court date, Judge.
Okay, that's February 2nd final plea.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. That's at 9 a.m. Mr. Ferguson, are you with me? Oh, yes. So stand up for you, Mr. Ferguson, so I can see you. We're resetting your case until February 2nd, okay? All right, you'll get a notice. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. All right, we'll be in recess until council returns.
Your Honor, if the court is available.
Yes, Mr. Dodd.
Your Honor, on position number 2, I just want to give the court an update. I signed the plea paperwork, went over it with my client. I emailed it to Ms. Bolton and the states, just so the court knows. So we're ready whenever.
And this is on Mr. Barnett?
Yes, I apologize, Mr.
Okay.
Barnett, position number
All
2,
right.
Orca C status. So
Okay.
we're ready for a plea whenever everybody's ready. On position number 16, Judge Derek Lowe Wilson. Your Honor, I'm going to ask for a reset for the 1st of March or whenever the next available court date. I need a discovery on this case and the second case, and we may be able to maybe resolve it then. I don't know, but I needed time to speak to my client.
Okay. So the March 1st status.
That's fine, Judge. Status or final plea, whichever the court wishes. I don't have a preference one way or another.
Sorry, Your Honor, it's on for Lowe Wilson, position 16, correct?
Yes. Okay, let's just put it on the status calendar since there are going to be 2 of them. Did you hear back from the clerk?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So we're trying to get both of these put together.
Perfect, Judge.
So let's just put it on a status calendar for now to give you an opportunity if something comes up.
Thank you, Judge.
And Mr. Lowe Wilson, if he's on the line, he can be dismissed. We'll see him back next time.
All right, thank you, Judge.
And have a good day, sir.
And on position number 29, Alexander Tejada, Judge, also likewise wanted to reset for a status. The discovery was just uploaded. I did receive a recommendation from the state late yesterday, late last night or evening, I should say. But if I can reset it for the 1st status, that'd be great. That's the position number 29, Alexander Tejada.
Okay, and that's position 29 on the Orca C status calendar. That reset date will be also May 1st status at 9 a.m.
March 1st.
I'm sorry, yeah, March 1st. Thank you.
Your Honor, could you please ask if Mr. Haddad, if he received Mr. Gordon's updated contact information? I sent it directly to him.
Did you hear that, Mr. Dodd?
As far as Mr. Gordon?
Yes.
Yeah, I tried to call him. He did not respond. So if he can step outside so I can give him a call.
Okay.
The defendant, he indicated that his phone is dead, is dead.
Apparently his phone is dead.
Okay. Judge, if I can, I've never met Mr. Gordon. If Mr. Gaither or Mr. Raffoff can speak to him because he's there in person, correct?
Not anymore. They apparently have packed up.
Oh,
I'm not sure if they're coming. I don't know if they're coming back or not.
Well, Your Honor, I don't have discovery on this case. If at all possible, I do have a phone number for him now. If I can ask to reset it for March 1st, and I will talk to him in the next few days, Judge. I'll file the entry. But like I said, I don't think the discovery was uploaded yet.
Okay, so we're gonna reset you, sir, till March 1st, status at 9 a.m. Okay, and Mr. Dodd has your number, and once it's all charged up, he'll be able to get in touch with you. Okay. Any questions for me? Have a good day.
Your Honor, I think I have an announcement on Mr. Johnson.
Okay.
Karan Johnson. If the state is okay with it, I would like to get on the next calendar. There may be some, I just want an opportunity to speak to the state and look at the discovery and talk to the cross defendant attorney.
And Your Honor, while I was speaking with Attorney Lynch, I was also looking at this case. This is ASG Riley. The co-defendant, Kavia Jackson, it appears she needs to be placed on an Orca calendar. However, she was on a jury trial calendar in front of Judge Porter on December 19th and failed to appear. So I'm assuming she's in bench warrant status. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get her on an Orca calendar or if she has an attorney.
Okay, so.
But I can give the case number that we have for Miss Jackson, and we can try to get her on an Orca calendar.
Okay, so why don't we see if we can work that out with the clerks, if that's something that Judge Porter would like us to do. As far as Mr. Johnson goes, why don't we put him on the March 1st status conference calendar, if that's okay with everyone.
That's good with me, Judge.
Yes, if we could get Miss Jackson, because I believe that this could be resolved if the attorneys speak.
All right, so can we?
May I speak?
Hold on just a moment,
Hold on.
Mr. Johnson. If we can get in touch with Judge Porter's clerk to see if they wouldn't mind us putting that on the Orca calendar also. If so, we'll do that on March 1st at the same time. Now, Mr. Johnson, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Ms. Watson Cafe is representing you on this matter. So we do have solicitors here that are listening to everything you say. So I'm sure that Ms. Watson Cafe would advise that you speak with her as opposed to making any comments in open court. Is that right, Ms. Watson Cafe?
Yeah, if Mr. Johnson, if you want, you can just chat me on here. Because I just don't want you saying anything that's gonna affect your case.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I do have Kavia Jackson's case number when the court is ready.
Okay, are you all gonna take that down?
Yes.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, it is 21 CR 002317 B as in boy.
Okay. All right, so if nothing further, Ms. Watson Cafe and Mr. Johnson, I guess you all are free to go. We'll see you back on March 1st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
All right.
Ms. Riley, I do have the paperwork for the plea for Mr. Alexander Barnett. That's possession number 2 on the Orca status conference calendar. Are you in a position to go ahead and do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, are we ready, Mr. Hidalgo?
I am. I'm trying to see. Hopefully, Mr. Barnett. Yeah, he's still on, Judge. If you can unmute and start his video.
Let's see. Where's?
He's on the second page on my screen, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I see you, Mr. Barnett. There you go. Can you raise your right hand for me, Mr. Barnett?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Riley?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would expect the evidence to show that on December 17th, 2020, officers observed a vehicle in traffic at the intersection of Martin Luther King Drive and Lyndhurst Drive in Fulton County with the tail light out. They initiated a traffic stop, approached the vehicle, for which there were 4 males inside, made contact with the driver. And as the officer went back to run the driver's license, the vehicle pulled off. Another officer was called as backup, and they later found the car inoperable. Further, I think on Harwell Road, also in Fulton County. And they were able, the vehicle was abandoned at that time. They were able to find the owner of the vehicle, being Mr. Barnett. And due to Mr. Barnett not actually being in custody at the time of the stop, he was not charged with fleeing, but with obstruction for leaving the scene before the investigation was complete. The state's offer is 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days. The balance of probation is suspended, so the case is closed.
Ms. Farad?
Your Honor, this is a negotiated plea. I'll just simply request the court to follow the state's recommendation.
Mr. Barnett, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 00469E, you wish to plead guilty to obstruction of an officer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury, and that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Barnett. Good luck to you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm dismissed.
Yes, you're free to go, Mr. Barnett.
And
Thank
Your Honor, I apologize. Don't want to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. Whoever, Ms. Helen?
I do have another announcement.
Okay.
For on Orca B status conference calendar, position 16, Ms. Walker, we are asking for that February, I think it was the first reset, Judge. I also just want the solicitor to put the offer on the record as well, Judge.
Okay, that's a February 2nd.
Understood.
And February 2nd, 9 a.m. You want a final plea?
Yes, Judge.
Final plea calendar. And can you put the offer on the record? Is this yours, Ms. Githier?
Yes, Your Honor. For counts 1 and 2, it is 12 months to serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, balance probated, 6 weeks of anger management classes, restitution in the amount of $300 to Michaela Nichols, no further violent contact with Michaela Nichols, and count 3 will be null prost.
And it says no further violent contact?
Correct.
Also, is there a receipt or does the state have a proof of the restitution amount?
I will look it up and see. Yeah. We will get that information to you, Ms. Helen.
Understood.
Okay. Anything further on this matter?
No, Judge.
All right. So Ms. Walker's free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'm still making calls. I believe the next person will be Mr. Jackson. I apologize, Judge.
You're fine, Ms. Helen. Ms. Gant, do you have an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. Orca C status, positions 10 and 11, Derek Head.
Yes.
He does not qualify for public defender services, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Head, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. Mr. Head, you have been charged in case 21 CR 001771E with simple battery, family violence, and in case 22 CR 0069588 with criminal trespass and damage to property. Each of these charges carries with it a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and or $1,000 fine. It's my understanding that you do not qualify for a public defender. As such, I'm willing to give you the opportunity to get private counsel if you choose to do so. I can also give you the opportunity to see what the state would recommend if you pled guilty to the charges in the matter. Given that it's a simple battery family violence charge, it's a serious matter. And if you would like time to get counsel, I'm happy to give you that opportunity.
Yes, sir, I will. Like time to get counsel.
Okay. Let's see, can you, if you start now, I'm gonna reset you for March 1st. Okay, so I'll reset the case for March 1st for a status conference calendar. If you do get counsel in the matter, have your counsel go ahead and enter an appearance on your behalf so that we can begin, so they can begin defending you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions for me?
No, sir, not at this moment.
Okay, all right, so I'll see you back on March 1st. You'll get a notice and it's gonna be at 9 a.m., okay?
Yes, sir.
All
Your
right,
Honor, could he also place his email address in just to make, in case he doesn't get counsel? So that
Okay.
we can reach him?
Do you have the ability to place your email address in the chat, Mr. Head?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so go ahead and do that for us. And once you do that, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, may I make an announcement on 2 cases?
Yes, Mr. Gaither.
One case on position 1 on the final plea calendar, Kenneth Crawford. I believe we have a plea negotiation. I just need to have Ms. Raleigh confirm that. I just sent you a direct message. And then while she's taking a look at my message, position 2 on the status conference calendar, Christopher Bailey. We're not going to be able to work that out today, Judge, so I asked that we just place this on the next available calendar.
Okay, do you want that on our final plea calendar?
That'll be fine.
All right, so that's gonna be February 2nd. Final plea.
Your Honor, if I may, I'm sorry. That's Mr. Christopher Bailey.
With the K, with the K, yes, ma'am.
I have been waiting, Mr. Gaither, to hear back if Mr. Bailey wants to do DUI court or not. I cannot recommend him for DUI court without him saying that he, would want to do the program. So just wanted to give you that information.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And what I will do, that's why, so the holdup, part of the holdup is a technical one. What I did, I emailed him a link to the discovery. And so I'm not sure whether he was able to open it or not. So I may have to just do it the old fashioned way and send him the actual zip drive. And we just need a little more time to have that discussion after he looks at the discovery. So I'm not trying to stonewall. It's more of a technical issue for me to be able to talk to him with him having the information that's in front of me.
Okay, and did you need to speak with Ms.
So Judge, I know, let me see. So let me, instead of just to be sure, if the DUI court is not an option, if Mr. Bailey chooses not to do the DUI court.
I can place the record, the recommendation on the record.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It would be to count 1, DUI, less safe. This is a 1st and 5, but a 3rd and 10. 12 months to serve 30 days, the balance on probation, 240 hours of community service, a $1,000 fine, alcohol and drug evaluation and any treatment that is recommended, risk reduction, and 2 victim impact panels. He would have to have an ignition interlock placed on his vehicle and attend 2 AAs per week. Counts 2 and 3 would be null pros for the plea. Count 4 would be 12 months to serve 5 days. I believe he has spent 3 days in custody upon arrest, and that count is consecutive to count 1, balance probated, and count 5 would be null pros.
Okay. And Judge, let me ask procedurally, again, if Mr. Bailey chooses not to undergo the DUI court, and then we have to move along and have to try the case, I'll file preliminary motions in the case, and I'm probably going to need to particularize them. Will the motions be heard before trial? Will that be on a separate motions calendar, or would just be on a trial calendar, and then we'll argue the motions and that dispositive, we'll move to trial? Or how would that work? Just so I can advise Mr. Bailey too.
Okay, you're fine. If you come back on February 2nd and you don't have a deal and you have motions that you need to file after that time, it'll be placed on the next motions calendar.
Sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. With that said, may Mr. Bailey be excused today?
Yes, he may be excused.
All right, we'll see you back in February, Mr. Bailey.
And Your Honor, for Mr. Gaither's question, that is correct as to Kenneth Crawford. So
Yes,
would
ma'am.
you like me to send you the plea paperwork?
Okay, yes, please.
Thank you.
So, Your Honor, we do have a deal on Kenneth Crawford, position 1 on the final plea calendar. That'll be a plea today.
Okay, thank you. And again, Mr. Christopher Bailey, Christopher with a K, unless you have anything further, you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
Mr. Bailey, I'll call you. We'll be in touch.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
I have the paperwork for our add-on calendar. However, I had to send the police statement back for council. That final express yes or no on those questions. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have the form version of the police statement.
Did you hear that, Mr. Lynch?
Yes, I received that. I'm trying to figure out how to circle it. I've got his express permission to fill it out. So, but I'll send it back momentarily.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. I believe I have 2 more announcements.
Okay.
If Mr. I apologize, I'm pulling up the calendar, just kind of flipping through. Willie Jackson, position 9 on the Orca B status conference calendar. We're asking for that February reset date, but also to have the solicitor to put the offer on record. I do believe we'll have that resolved by that February reset date, Judge.
Okay. Who is the solicitor on position 9 on the Orca B status conference calendar?
That is me, Your Honor.
All right, can you, when you get the opportunity, put the offer on the
For
record?
Mr. Jackson, it was
Yes.
12 months to serve 24 hours. Let me just double check this.
Hold on, Mr. Jackson, I got it. Thank you. And Your Honor, again, not to interrupt ASG get the aid, but Mr. Jackson just wanted to say, he put on a shirt, he wanted to show respect to this court, and he understood what you were talking about earlier, so he did put some clothing on.
Okay, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
serve 24 hours, credit for time served, 20 hours of community service, alcohol, drug evaluation, and treatment.
Understood, Judge. Just wanted to make sure I got that. It was 1 year probation, pretty much time served, an alcohol, drug evaluation or treatment, and 20 hours of community service.
Correct.
Is the state willing to be balance suspended upon completion of conditions?
1 second. Yes.
Understood. And yes, Judge, so again, we are asking for that reset. I just wanted to give Mr. Jackson some more discovery, but also to have him to consider that offer before the next court date.
Okay, you're fine, Ms. Helen. So we'll reset Mr. Jackson's case to February 2nd at 9 a.m. final plea. If this is going to be a final plea, if you all can have the paperwork ready to go so that we can get Mr. Jackson in and out as quickly as possible.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do have that paperwork here in office, so I don't believe that that'll be an issue.
Okay, very good. We'll see you back in February, Mr. Jackson.
All right, thank you.
And thank you.
Would I get a letter in the mail?
You'll get notice of the hearing.
You get notice, yeah. Okay, thank you.
But hold on, Mr. Jackson. It is February the 2nd.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, could you call me as soon as we get off?
Mr. Jackson. I will. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you. I'm free to go.
Yes, have a good day.
You too, Your Honor, and you too.
Thank you.
Helen.
Thank you,
Ms.
Judge.
Helen.
Your Honor, I have another announcement on the Orca C status calendar.
Okay.
Number 20, Mr. Norman, who's present in court. I spoke with him. Of course, I'll represent him. It's just not much I can do today. So I'm asking that it be reset to the March 1st, 23rd status calendar, just because I don't have any information at all.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay.
So Mr. Norman, we're going to reset your case until March 1st status conference calendar. And we'll see you back in March, okay? All right, you have a good day, sir. Okay, so we are waiting on paperwork for 2 pleas and
Judge, I believe the plea, I did resend the paperwork in question. I'm hoping it's correct this time.
okay. Thank you, Mr. Lynch.
One moment, Your Honor. Let me just review the document first.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is going to be a no-low plea to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, we would request the court accept a no-low plea, and I believe the state will not object in this instance.
Ms. Riley?
No, the state does not have an objection, Your Honor. However, on this case, I believe there will be a need for a restitution hearing date. If we are able to get that amount and Mr. Siddiq is able to pay that prior to the date, of course, we will withdraw that. But at this time, we will need a restitution hearing date.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you that date before we get off, Ms. Riley.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Siddiq, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Keep it raised. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You put your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor, give me just one moment to pull up the report. Unless Attorney Lynch, are you stipulating to venue factual basis?
Yes, we can stipulate to a factual basis, venue and ID.
And Your Honor, is that acceptable to the court?
Yes, that's fine, Ms. Riley.
All right, the state's offer is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days. The balance is on probation until restitution is paid to Ashley Walker for damaged tires, 6 anger management classes, and to stay away from the incident location at 740 West Peachtree Street, probation to terminate upon completion of conditions.
Mr.
That was my understanding of the agreement, of the offer.
Okay. Mr. Sadiq, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 00468E, you wish to plead no load to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Were you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading no load to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead no load?
I'm sorry.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead no load?
No, sir.
I'll accept the no load plea as negotiated. Do we have the date for the restitution hearing, if necessary?
Your Honor, you actually have a motion and this trial on February 22nd. So would you like for me to schedule it for 11:30, but 11:30, February 22nd?
Okay, February 22nd at 11:30. Does that work for everybody?
Yes, Your Honor.
Should
Okay,
be fine.
Your Honor, I'm gonna place them under I can do the motion or just do it in a separate calendar. It's one of the motions.
just put it under the motions. That's fine. Okay,
All right, what time was it?
it's gonna be at 11:30.
Okay.
All right. Yes, and that will be in person.
Okay.
Anything further on Mr. Sadiq at this time?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go. You have a good day, sir. Oh, before you do go, we're gonna need for you to report to probation in the next 2 weeks. We're gonna give you the information regarding where you need who you need to contact or where you need to go. Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna get him that by email.
Yes, Your Honor, I have about the email for the defendant.
Okay, so we're gonna get you that by email, Mr. Sadiq. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You have a good day, sir.
Your Honor, the plea paperwork for Orca B final plea position 1, Kenneth Crawford, do I send that to litigation manager Smith or Bolton?
Smith.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, Mr. Lynch. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Yes. Okay, any other announcements at this time?
Yes, Judge, I do have an announcement on position number 6 on the Orca B status conference calendar.
Okay,
Let me. Miss Mina. Oh, she just told me how to pronounce it too. It's actually pretty. Norde. Oh man, I'm butchering it, but it's actually very pretty. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm butchering her name.
go ahead.
Here's my announcement. Oh, is she on the line?
She's on, she's
Pronounce your name for us.
I got kicked out. I just had to rejoin. It's Boj Nordy.
Boj Nordy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's
Your Honor,
Persian.
in this case, I would ask that we reset it for the next status calendar, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because due to the nature of the offense and my client's mental health status is being called into question, which is a part of the offer, and I need some time to talk to her. As a matter of fact, this is one of the cases when I inherited it, I asked our investigator, there may be some medical records I need to obtain, but I may have to, I'm gonna have to get my client to sign a release. And all of that is not gonna be able to be done within, if it goes from this status calendar to a final plea calendar, we won't have enough time to get the things done in this case due to her mental health status being called into question.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, Mr. Gaither, is I am gonna reset it for a March 2nd. Will that give you enough time?
That's plenty of time. That's plenty of time.
March 2nd to a 9 a.m. status conference calendar. Okay,
And Your Honor, if I may, I amended the recommendation slightly. I'm not sure if that was conveyed to Mr. Gaither, and I would like to put that on the record.
okay,
It is 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, the balance on probation, a mental health evaluation, family violence intervention program, and to have no further violent or harassing contact with the victim.
okay. All right, so that being said, March 2nd, 9 a.m.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank
see
you.
Yes, we'll see you back then, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too, Your Honor.
May she be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, we'll see you back on March 2nd.
And Your Honor, I'm sorry, I have sent the plea paperwork for Mr. Crawford to
Ms. Mina,
Gaither,
I'll call you. You're free to go.
to Mr. Gaither and to Ms. Smith. So the state would be ready when the court is.
Okay.
Turn the microphone on. Another procedural question. This is a procedural question. Would the court rather for me to go over this paperwork with Mr. Parker over the phone, or you gonna go over with it?
I'm not, I prefer you to go over it with him. Okay.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I do have, I believe, my last two announcements, if you're ready.
Yes, Ms. Helen.
Yes, Your Honor, from the Orca B final plea calendar, position 2, we are asking for that February reset date. I've spoken to Mr. Foster. We have the plea, I believe, on record, but we do want Mr. Foster to get the opportunity to really process that offer. I want to give him a little bit more discovery, but I think we'll be ready by that February reset date.
Okay, so February 2nd, 9 a.m., final plea for Mr. Anthony Foster.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Foster, we'll see you back on February 2nd, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You have a good day, sir.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Foster. I'll give you a call.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Ms. Helen, your other announcement?
I apologize, Judge. The second announcement, Mr. Hollingsworth, position 12 on the Orca C status conference calendar. We're asking for that final plea calendar of a February reset date. I just want to, if we could have the solicitor put the offer on the record one more time. I don't believe Mr. Hollingsworth heard it the full time. So just one more time, clearly.
Okay, so that reset date is going to be March 1st for a final plea calendar at 9 a.m. And let's see, we will put the offer on the record.
Yes, ASG Riley. The state's offer is 12 months to serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, balance on probation until restitution has been paid to the victim, or if the package that was taken was returned to the victim, or Mr. Hollingsworth reimbursed the victim, the state will entertain null processing the case, but I would need proof.
And I just do have a question. What's the restitution amount?
We have to get that from the victim. It was a package. I'm not sure what was in the package. And so we've tried contacting the victim and we're waiting for him to return the call.
And we understand that. We would just, because I do believe we'll be able to work it out by that March 1st date. We just want the restitution amount so that if Mr. Hollingsworth is entertaining a plea, he knows how much to reimburse to the victim.
Understood.
Okay. So Mr. Hollingsworth, we will see you back on March 1st, okay?
March 1st. Understood. Thank you.
All right. You have a good day, sir.
You do as well.
And I'll still give you a call, Mr. Hollingsworth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other announcements?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And I guess we'll get into, let me see who we have left to speak with. I'm going to start with the Orca B status conference calendar. Mr. Gaither, position 5, Mr. Bennett, have you spoken with him?
He is on the line. I was trying to speak with him, but I can just go on. Actually, as soon as you said with any other announcements, I was just too slow on the trigger, Judge. Let's just go on and now. I will announce, let's go ahead and place him on the next calendar. We're not going to be able to work his case out today. And then I'll give Mr. Bennett a call, and if we can work it out before then, that'll be fine as well.
Okay, and you have his information?
Yes, I do.
All right, so we're gonna put him on a February 2nd, 9 a.m. status conference calendar.
That would be perfect.
Okay. Mr. Bennett, are you with me? I don't know if I see him, but if you'll let him know.
I will. He was on, Judge. He was the one. I think he was probably driving.
Right. Okay. What about position number 7?
Mr. Andre Brown did appear. Mr. Brown, are you on the Zoom? we were emailing, we were texting, he was on.
Okay, what was gonna be the announcement?
I was just gonna announce, we're not gonna be able to work his case out right now either, not today.
Okay, so February 2nd, 9 a.m.
And Your
Status.
Honor, I apologize. Was this Andre Brown, position 7?
Yes, he was on, and then we were emailing and texting because I sent him the link and he said, and he said he's on, it's right here. Where he says, I'm on, he says, I'm here, and I told him to sit tight.
No
Mr.
problem.
Brown.
I was just making sure I had the right case.
Oh, yeah.
February
You're fine.
2nd.
Right, February 2nd. You're fine. I mean, he's been here, maybe his
Yes.
device lost power or something, so, but he showed up, so we'll reset him.
And
I
is that
also
a
have,
static calendar? I'm sorry, Your Honor, February 2nd
Yes.
static calendar. Thank you.
yes, 9 a.m., yes.
And
What
then my case number 10 on the
Right.
status count, Mr. Justin Johnson, you present? I know you.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so that's gonna be the same announcement, Judge. We're not gonna be able to work his case out today.
Okay, February 2nd, 9 a.m. status. Conference calendar. Does
That'd
that work?
be perfect. Hopefully we'll have a resolution by then.
Okay. And what about position 27 on the Orca C status conference calendar, Mr. Darren Scott? Have you had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Scott?
This is Darren Scott. I've been waiting. I had got disconnected and I'm
Okay,
not sure.
you're fine,
Yeah.
Mr. Scott.
So with Mr. Scott, Judge, let me ask that he get placed on that, the March the 1st, 23rd. This is another one of the cases where I don't have anything and there's not really much.
Okay, so the March 1st, 9 a.m. Status conference calendar, okay?
Yes, sir.
Did
have- you have-
Ms. Khadijah Shabazz ever show up? Number 28?
I don't have that she did show up.
Okay. So
Is there anyone else aside from this plea for Mr. Crawford on the line who we still need to speak with? Okay.
Am I excused, sir?
Yes, Mr. Scott, you're excused. You have a good day. We'll see you back here again in March, okay?
Thank you, sir.
I'll give you a call, Mr. Scott.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's see. I have Mr. Crawford's paperwork. Are we ready to proceed with his plea?
Yes, we're ready.
Am I excused, Judge?
Yes. Who's speaking? I'm sorry.
Mr. Johnson?
Justin Johnson.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Johnson, you're going to be back on the February 2nd calendar. So we'll see you back then. You have a good day, sir.
Okay, you too. Appreciate it.
Mr. Johnson, I'll call you as well.
Okay,
Excuse me,
thank
Judge.
you.
Yes, Ms. Barnes.
Yes, sir. Am I still waiting?
Ms. Helen. Ms. Helen. Have you spoken to Ms. Helen, Ms. Barnes?
No, sir.
Okay.
I sent her my information through the chat. I haven't heard from her since.
Okay, we'll get you in touch with her as soon as I can get her back on the line. So just sit tight for me, Ms. Barnes, please.
Yes, sir.
Would you also send Ms. Helen a direct message to let her know that she's needed? Okay, good morning, still morning, Mr. Crawford. Good morning. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Riley?
Thank you, Your Honor. Attorney Gaither, are you stipulating to venue, factual basis, and ID for the record?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Your Honor, the state's recommendation would be 12 months suspended upon Mr. Crawford staying away from the apartment complex at 3086 Middleton Road Northwest.
Mr. Gaither?
I have nothing to add, Judge. We just asked the court to accept the plea as negotiated.
Mr. Crawford, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 005667E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury and that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Crawford. Good luck to you, sir.
One more thing, Judge. I wanted to ask about the bond money being reimbursed to my mom. How do I go about it?
I'll have to let you speak with Mr. Gaither regarding any of those issues.
Okay.
The reason I had him ask the question, Judge, because I'm back in Fulton County, so unfortunately I'm familiar with other counties. But who should I direct him to? Should he go straight to the sheriff's department or the clerk's office? The sheriff. That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought. So, Mr. Crawford, you're gonna have to direct that directly to the sheriff's department. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Ms. Helen, are you?
Right. So yeah, that's what I thought. So you're gonna need before you go, you're gonna need the final disposition, any other paperwork he needs, and the person who put up the bond money needs to be the one that comes and retrieves him. So it's gonna have to be your mom, all right? Okay.
Understood.
Any questions? Call me later.
Okay. I'll dismiss.
I apologize, Judge. Ms. Gant just walked over and let me know you were calling me. I apologize.
Okay, Ms. Shamika Barnes, position number 3 on the Orca B status conference calendar, as my understanding is your client, and she still needs to be spoken with.
And yes, Judge, I'll give her a call.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
And we're going to go over the calendars, Ms. Helen. So do you mind us going over the calendars while you're speaking with her?
Mr. Crawford, real quick, is your address that's on file, is it still 325 North Maple Avenue, Eatonton, Georgia?
Yes.
Okay. I think this isn't the cell phone number I have. It's 404-218-9412. That's not a number I have. Should I give them the number that you gave me?
Yes, give them the number I gave you.
Okay.
Judge, I'm here to go over the calendar, so Ms. Helen can do what she needs to do. If she has to.
Judge,
Okay, Ms. Crawford, you're free to go now.
Okay, thank you.
I just sent, never mind, Judge. I'll come back and make that announcement.
Miss Helen, since you're the Ms. Barnes, is Ms. Barnes there?
Can we get a breakout?
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Ms. Barnes, can you activate your camera for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, here we go. We're just going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Helen so you can discuss your case with her. I think that might be quicker, Ms. Helen. So
Understood, Judge.
We can put Ms. Barnes and Ms. Helen into a breakout room. And as soon as Ms. Smith and Ms. Bolton are ready, we will go over the calendars for the day, as I believe that Ms. Barnes is our last matter that we must address. Okay.
Orca B final plea, position 1, this is the plea. Position 2, we reset that for final plea Thursday, February 2nd at 9 a.m. Position 3 is a null frost. Orca B status calendar. Position 1, reset Thursday, February 2nd, status conference at 9 a.m. Position 2, reset final plea Thursday, February 2nd at 9 a.m. We're holding on position 3. Position 4, reset status conference Thursday, February 2nd, 9 a.m. Position 5, reset status conference Thursday, February 2nd at 9 a.m. Position 6, reset status conference March 2nd at 9 a.m. Position 7, reset status conference Thursday, February 2nd at 9 a.m. Position 8, reset Thursday. Final plea calendar, February 2nd at 9 a.m. Position 9, reset. Final plea Thursday, February 2nd at 9 a.m. Position 10, reset status conference Thursday, February 2nd at 9 a.m. Position 11, reset motions Thursday, March 16th at 9 a.m. Position 12, reset final plea Thursday, March 2nd at 9 a.m. Position 13, null cross. Position 14, jury trial, further notice for the month of March. Position 15, reset Thursday, March 2nd, final plea at 9 a.m. Position 16, reset, final plea Thursday, February 2nd at 9 a.m.
Good morning. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is Orca C add-on. I was a plea. Orca C status. Position 1, reset 3-1 show cause. Position 2 was a plea. Position 3, reset 3-1 show cause. Position 4, reset 3-1 status. Position 5, reset 3-1 status. Position 6, reset 3-1 status. Position 7, reset 3-1 status. Position 8, reset 3-1 status. Position 9, reset 3-1 status. Position 10, reset 3-1 status. Position 11, reset 3-1 status. Position 12, reset 3-1 final plea. Position 13, reset 3-1 show cause. Position 14, reset 3-1 show cause. Position 15, reset 3-1 status. Position 16, reset status 3-1. Position 17, reset 3-1 status. Position 18, reset motions for 316 at 11:30 p.m. 11:30 a.m. Position 19, reset 3-1 show cause. Position 20, reset 3-1. What was that? A status. Position 21, reset 3-1 final plea. Position 22, reset 3-1 show cause. Position 23, a bench trial, reset 316. Position 24, reset 3-1 show cause. Position 25, reset 3-1 status. Position 26, jury trial request. Position 27, reset 3-1 status. Position 28, reset 3-1 show cause. Position 29, reset 3-1 status. And position 30, reset 3-1 status. Any
And Judge,
questions?
I apologize. We're ready on the final position, Ms. Barnes, position 3, Orca B status conference calendar. We're asking for that February reset date, Judge, and if not, we'll have an announcement at that court appearance, Judge.
February 2nd, 9 a.m. Status.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. We'll see you back then, Ms. Barnes. You have a good day, ma'am.
You as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Your Honor, the state
yes.
did have a question for Ms. Bolton.
Okay.
Unless Your Honor knows, the 316, so which is a Thursday, are we no longer doing motions just the last Wednesday, I guess now Thursday and Friday of the month? Will the motions and bench trial calendars for Thursdays be earlier?
So I'm deferring to a meeting that I had with Ms. James. So for the month of March, the bench trials and the motions are going to be scheduled for the 3rd week of March.
Do we know yet if that will also coincide with the trial calendar? Because that is gonna cause a conflict with the state. We're gonna have the same attorneys trying to try bench trials, jury trials, and motions on the same date.
Correct. Well, I can't speak directly for Mrs. James. I will defer to her. I would just ask her if she'll reach out to your office just to confirm those dates. But as of the dates that have been provided to me for the month of March, it's the third week, the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th for bench trials and motions.
Thank you very much. I will reach out to Ms. James and Mr. Talley.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, anything further for this, this morning? If not, you all have a good rest of your day. It's a pleasure as always. Thank you.
Likewise.
day.
Will we see you
Bye.
tomorrow, Judge Morrow, or will it be someone else?
Tomorrow, no, you will not see me tomorrow.
Oh. Okay,
All
thank
right,
you.
I'll see you next week.
Okay.
See you next week, Judge. Thank you.